This is Georgina Ramirez, psychotherapist. In this short video, I want to talk about a common misconception that struggling with mental health challenges means there is something wrong with you. That couldn't be farther from the truth. Did you know that people who are more prone to anxiety are often intelligent, reliable, and driven to succeed? Anxiety can actually be our body's natural response to being overwhelmed by stress. It is a signal that we need to pay attention to ourselves. Unfortunately, many people feel ashamed or embarrassed about experiencing anxiety and often avoid seeking help. Some may even turn to substances like alcohol or drugs to cope, which only worsens the issue over time. But here is the truth. Having anxiety is not a sign of weakness or failure. It is something that can happen to anyone, and it can feel overwhelming and restrictive, impacting our daily life. But here are the good news. There are ways to manage it and regain control. The first step is to understand how it works. To start, it is important to explore the powerful connection between the mind and body. The brain acts as the control center for the connection through our central nervous system, which plays a key role in balancing our emotions and ensuring we feel safe and secure. However, when we experience strong emotions like fear or possible danger, whether it's real or imagined, a part of the brain called the amygdala sends a distress signal through the autonomic nervous system. This activates the release of adrenaline, a chemical that triggers the body's natural fight or flight response. This fight or flight response brings on immediate physical changes in our body, such as rapid heartbeat, dizziness, lightheadedness, muscle tension, or trembling. These reactions are the body ways of preparing you to either confront the situation to fight or avoid the threat by leaving to flight. It is an automatic survival mechanism designed to protect you. A heightened state of alertness. Understanding this process is crucial in addressing anxiety. When you know what's happening in your brain and body, it becomes easier to manage those overwhelming feelings. What is anxiety? Anxiety is the feeling we experience when we anticipate a future threat, whether it's something external, like a missed deadline, or internal, like self-doubt. It is an overwhelming sense of worry or fear, sparked by the anticipation of danger or uncertainty. Feeling anxious from time to time is completely normal and can even be helpful. It is your body's natural response to stress, often acting as a motivator or a way to keep you alert. Imagine being late for work. Your heart races, your muscles feel tense, and your mind focuses in getting there as quickly as possible. But as soon as you arrive at work, those feelings usually fade and you then relax. That temporary tension is a healthy reaction to stress. The problem arises when these feelings don't subside. If the worry and fear persist and start interfering with your daily life, it may evolve into a condition of anxiety. This constant, ongoing anxiety can impact your ability to function, leaving you stuck in a cycle of unease and apprehension. For example, an increase of external stressors like losing a job, dealing with illnesses, relationship issues, or financial struggles can overwhelm our nervous system and activate its internal alarm system, triggering the automatic fight-flight response, a series of physical reactions and high level of stress. Ignoring the signs of stress overload can leave our bodies feeling trapped in overdrive, constantly living in a state of worry and fear. Over time, this can take a toll on both our physical and mental health. When stress builds up, it can contribute to more severe symptoms like anxiety attacks or even agoraphobia. The good news is we can take control and manage our anxiety by practicing relaxation techniques and cognitive strategies. Deep breathing is one of the most effective methods, and it doesn't need to be perfect. What matters most is consistency. Try practicing regularly, especially at the first signs of anxiety. Doing so sends a relaxation signal to your brain, helping to reduce and even prevent that automatic fear response. Find a method that works for you and help you feel at ease. Remember, it is impossible for your body to stay tense or anxious when you are genuinely relaxed. Relaxation on its own may not fully resolve anxiety, but it plays a crucial role in navigating the next step, focusing in how we think. The mind and body share a powerful two-way connection, each influencing the other in meaningful ways. Our thoughts and attitudes can directly impact how we feel physically, whether positively or negatively. For instance, if I find myself constantly worrying or overthinking, those thoughts can lead to feelings of tension and anxiety. This physical response of tension and anxiety is a direct result of my mental state, is the result of my thoughts. Most anxiety stems from unhelpful and unproductive thought patterns that we have learned over time. These thoughts are often part of our inner dialogue, is what we tell ourselves daily. For example, you might think, I am not good enough or successful enough, or if I stop worrying, something bad will happen. These type of thoughts can spiral into a constant what-if cycle, like what if this happens or what if that happens. This way of thinking will keep us in a constant state of fear, which can lead us into a down spiral of more fear, creating more anxiety and worsening symptoms. Many of these thought patterns operate automatically in the background and may not even be in our awareness. Unfortunately, they feed into fear and take us further into a cycle of anxiety. Recognizing and addressing negative thoughts is a key step in managing anxiety. Once you identify these unproductive thoughts, the goal is to transform them into more positive and realistic ones. Here are a few effective techniques to help. Thought switching involves to replace negative thoughts with more constructive, optimistic ones. Start by noticing the unpleasant thought, then gently redirect your mind to a positive perspective. For example, a negative thought can be, I'm not good enough. Changing it to a positive, more realistic thought could be, I am good enough, nobody's perfect. Thought stopping. This technique involves consciously interrupting distressing thoughts by saying stop in your mind. You can even imagine a big stop sign. Distraction. This is basically to shift your attention away from negative emotions or thoughts by engaging in other activities. This could include deep breathing, reading, chatting with someone, going for a walk, or any activity that redirects your attention. Using these techniques can be helpful to reduce anxiety and allow you to focus on potential solutions for addressing the situation or event causing the distress. For those who struggle with stress and anxiety, there is a way to build resilience and reduce your vulnerability by having a deeper understanding of the thought patterns and beliefs that fuel anxiety. Psychotherapy is a powerful tool to support this process, helping you to not only manage anxiety, but also handle future life challenges more confidently, living a more happy and fearless life. You can feel good again. Thank you for listening.